Hi Leo, welcome to your September 2020 reading. Let's dive right in. I've got a spread in mind, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all the cards first and then read them once I'm done. So if you want to skip forward a couple of minutes or so until we begin, feel free to do that. I just like to shuffle on camera so that you know that the cards that come out are the ones that come out. Leo, September 2020. Alright, let's get some more information with this deck. Wowzers. Oh gosh, that's a lot. And finally we'll get a couple of tarot cards. Okay, so Leo, what I'm getting for you guys this month is a message to do with contracts, a message to do with making things fair, making things right for yourself. Now, for many of you, I feel like this is to do with a work situation. For some of you, it may also be to do with a love situation. So let's dive right in. So this pile over here is your workplace energies for this month. And so we've got poverty and we've got false person. So you may be dealing with someone at work that's being deceptive, that's being manipulative, that does not have your best interests at heart, and they may be keeping you trapped in some way. It's almost like maybe you deserve a promotion at work, maybe you deserve a raise at work, and this person could be sabotaging you getting that. So it might be a boss, but it also could be a coworker. It could be someone that's jealous. Maybe you're a rising star, in your company or in your field or in your line of work. And other people may have noticed this, and they may be resentful because maybe they've been at the company for longer. And even though maybe they don't do as good a job as you do in your workplace situation, they just might have a sense of entitlement of like, well, I've been here for 10 years, this person's only been here for 2 years. And it's almost like maybe they can see that people in authority and maybe maybe really respect you, they really respect the work you do. So yeah, there's some sort of energy of a frenemy that you're dealing with at work. Now, this might be someone that you already know in your own mind. As I'm saying this, you might have someone in mind and you might know that you can't trust this person. Or this could be someone that maybe you thought was on your side and you thought you could trust them, but you may be about to learn this month that actually you can't. So, over here so this is the home energies for this month. So this is where you live, who you live with, all that kind of energy, your family. So we've got the card of pathway. So this card represents a few different things. It represents you may have a choice, you may have a decision that you need to make. It also can represent that you've been working towards something for a while and it's just taking a bit of a long time. Like there's all these sort of detours and stuff that you couldn't have predicted, and so you're just having to adjust and go with the flow and deal with these things as they come up. So for some of you, you may have really been trying to create some sort of stability for yourself, some sort of roots for yourself in terms of home. So for some of you, this may be that you've been trying for a while to save up enough money to buy a house of your own, to have like the physical security of a house that's yours and that you own. And it may be something that's just taking a bit longer than you intended it to. Sometimes people call this card I think it's the 2 years patience card. Let me just double check that real quick. Yeah, 2 years patience. So, if you're starting now, like if you've got a goal in mind in terms of your home or in terms of your sense of sort of personal security, if you're just starting to formulate this goal, it may take longer than you expect for it to come to pass. There could be another couple of years before you see the manifestation of this. If this is something that you started a couple of years ago, you may be really close to having this fulfilled. Like it might happen towards the end of this month or start of next month or by the end of this year. So that's kind of an exciting energy. Now, this position up here represents the unexpected sort of curveball that you might get thrown this month. So this is the despair card, and you see this guy, he sort of, it almost looks like he's living on the street, and he's got his dog with him, and there's a sign in the window saying not hiring, and you've got the number 32, so 3 plus 2 equals 5, which has changed. So the unexpected curveball that you might have this month is potentially you could be unexpectedly laid off this month, or you might be trying to, gain an elevated, because with this energy over here, right, you may be trying to gain an elevated position in your company or apply for a job at another company that's, sort of an increase in rank. And you may just get told, oh, no, sorry. You may go through an interview process potentially, and you're really excited about it, and you think maybe it went really well, and then you get the phone call or the email, oh, no, sorry, we've decided to go in a different direction. Okay? Now, what is the role that you need to take this month? And so the card that's come out is the wealthy man, which is really interesting. This is the card of the advice that Spirit's giving you for this month is to stand your ground. Claim what you deserve. Work on your mindset. Work on knowing that you are deserving of wealth. And it's wealthy man too. So this is like take action. Be in your masculine energy. If there's a job that you want to go after it. If you don't get the job, ask why. Ask for some feedback. If you do get a job offer and they come back and they're like, oh, we want to offer you this salary, and you feel like that's not good enough, go back to the table, negotiate, be like, hey, great, thanks so much for thinking of me. I'd be really delighted to accept this role, but I've got to be honest, that salary seems a little bit too low for the skills that I'm bringing to the table. Why don't you come back to me with a better offer? So this is the energy this month. Your advice this month is to keep working on your finances, keep working on your stability, be very action oriented this month, but also stand your ground. You know, if people are trying to push you around in a workplace situation, or they're trying to offer you something that just isn't fair or doesn't seem appropriate, this is the energy of, you know, very calmly and very confidently just saying, hey, you know, I deserve more. This doesn't really reflect the skills. This doesn't really reflect what I can bring to the table. Why don't you adjust that figure and come back to me? And so I'm going to come back to this. This is the potential outcome cards. But first I'm just going to dive into the cards that I pulled for the overall theme. So the theme overall is we've got the Four of Cups, which is just a sense of boredom. It's a sense of dissatisfaction. It's a sense of, you know, some offers or some opportunities coming in potentially, or just the opportunities that you already have in front of you, and you being like, not really interested. They don't seem good enough. I'm not really excited by them. It can be an energy of discouragement too. It's a bit of an energy of like, what? Like, come on. Like, when is my luck gonna turn around? I know what I want. This isn't what I want. I don't really like any of these options. But you see here, there's another cup that's sort of coming in via the arm of God, you know, sort of indicating that it's not really, hasn't really manifested yet, or you haven't really seen it yet. So this is sort of saying, look, if everything that's being offered to you this month isn't really acceptable to you, it's not really piquing your interest, it's not really seeming to work out for whatever reason, I wouldn't be too worried, because there is actually something else that's manifesting, or that's trying to manifest, or that maybe is here and maybe it is an option in your life already, but you're not seeing it for whatever reason. And this Six of Pentacles card here is very much the overall theme. It's that energy, like I was saying, of you want things to be balanced, and you don't want to feel like you're down here begging for crumbs and begging for your fair share. And you see on this card, you know, one beggar is getting all the coins, and the other person's just like sitting there being like, come on, like, where's mine? And so I think that that's very much the energy that you're encountering this month. So I also pulled some messages from this deck, and we've got the first chakra and the seventh chakra cards in reverse. So the guidance that I would have for you guys is, if you've got any blocks in your first chakra or your seventh chakra, really work on clearing those out this month, really work on healing those. So the first chakra is all about, it's that sense of security, that sense of having your basic needs met. It's that sense of power. It's a red energy, a very fiery energy. It's a energy of rooted and groundedness. It's an energy of feeling protected and safe and secure. So if you've had any issues in the past with feeling protected and safe and secure and provided for by the universe, or provided for by your caregivers or your family of origin, if you've got any wounding in those areas, I would really work on trying to heal those issues, trying to clear them out this month, because that's going to really assist you, I think, to stand up for yourself. The other one is the seventh chakra. So this is that energy of spiritual downloads, information coming in through your crown from spirit. So this would be a really good month to meditate, to read some spiritual texts, because it may be that, even in your dream state as you're sleeping, you may get messages that come through to you. If you're dreaming about something from the past where you felt unfairly treated, that may be a message to you from spirit to help you identify like a block that you still need to clear out. And then that's also come out again with this contracts card. Now you notice the image in this card is very similar to the Six of Pentacles over here. It's the scales, it's balancing the scales. So there is something, it really could be as simple this month as an employment contract. It could even be an employment dispute. So for example, if you've taken, maybe you experienced some sort of bullying or harassment at work or an unfair dismissal at work. Because this card can represent, like the legal system. It's got that very Libra justice energy about it. So it could be something this month where you're offered a contract for a new job and it's sort of unfair. It's got some unfair terms and conditions in it, or the pay just is way too low, or you may be trying to resolve some sort of employment dispute that's just dragged on and on. With this card over here, it could be that this is dragged on for 2 years through the legal system and you're just not getting the outcome yet. This could be the energy of maybe not seeing that you've got somebody in your workplace that's jealous and that's trying to work against you. Something like that. So that's just confirmation. But I do think because this is in the upright, justice certainly is possible in this situation. Certainly it's possible in this situation. Because 6, which is the card number here, is the energy of fairness, balance, harmony. So there is an opportunity for this situation to reach a peaceful resolution this month. We've also got the books here on this card. So this indicates to me that if you're not getting anywhere with this situation this month, maybe do some extra research. Maybe get some extra skills. Maybe consult an expert. Maybe consult a lawyer or an accountant or a financial planner or a... Hi guys, sorry about that. The video cut out, so I'm just continuing on in a fresh video and I'll stitch them together at the end. So, where was I up to? If you're not having the result that you want, either upskill yourself, read some books, get some knowledge yourself, or consult someone that's knowledgeable and an expert to help you with whatever that you're going through. Now, let's move on to the potential outcome energy. So, we've got mature woman, we've got lovers, we've got message of concern, and we've got the magician. So, it's almost like there might be an older or a wiser woman around you that is seeing the situation play out, and they may have sort of seen what's going on and they may be sort of concerned about it. They may talk to you and express their concern if they think that you're not aware of this. Or they may just be concerned about it themselves and they may want to help you. Yeah, I feel like with the lovers here, I don't feel like this is really about a love situation. I just feel like this person, you've got the doves on this card. I feel like this person, it just comes in peace. I feel like this person is your ally. And they really want to help you manifest what it is that you deserve. They really want to help you be successful, to have a new beginning, to have a fresh start. So, I don't know who this person is. yeah, it's most likely a woman. Um, and they're either older than you or they're just wiser than you. So they could be 10 years younger than you, but maybe they've experienced this kind of situation themselves before, and therefore, they have more wisdom or more knowledge in this area of how to help you get past it. So that's just something to be on the lookout for this month, guys. So I'm just going to wrap this reading up by pulling a couple of tea leaf fortune telling cards. So we're just going to dig in the bag and see what we get. What's this? Throne, position of authority. So this woman might be in a position of authority, or she might just recognize that you deserve to be in a position of authority. She might recognize that you have a lot of talent in your workplace, and she might recognize that people are jealous, and she wants to see you elevated to your rightful place. She wants to see you in the kind of position you're deserving of. She wants to see you receive the kind of salary that you're deserving of. And I think this is just also another message of confirmation, really, from Spirit, that you need to see yourself in this light. You need to see yourself as worthy of being on the throne. You need to embody this wealthy man energy of feeling like you are a wealthy man, so let's see what else we get. Rat. Someone working against you behind your back. Yep, this is that same energy as this person over here. One more. Kite. Vacation. So you may need to take a time out. You may need to take a time out, go somewhere to get higher perspective on this situation. Or it could be that maybe you need to negotiate more vacation days in your contract. But I think for most of you, it may just be that you need to take even just a couple of days away by yourself to try and clear your energy, get some higher insight. Now, for some of you, going back to this pathway energy over here, pathway can also be, this card can also represent hiking. It can represent mountain biking, trail running, hiking, anything like that. So maybe you want to take a vacation or even just a couple of hours at the weekend and go do a short hike. That may assist you to improve your, just your outlook on this situation so that you can fight what you need to fight. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. So this is the pathway, the money path. So certainly I do think you're deserving of being paid much more. And I think this is what this is about for most of you. So we'll get one final card. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So this is what I was saying here with this pathway card. It's often something that takes a long time to achieve. And for some of you, I was feeling like this was about sort of your physical security, like buying a house or something like that. So maybe your path to get your finances more in order and have more financial security in your life has taken a long time. It's just taken a long time. It's taken longer than you thought it would. You may feel like it's really unfair. You may have had a lot of people working against you. But you're going to be wiser at the end. And it's almost like once you succeed, and I do very much feel like you will succeed, you are going to be in this mature woman energy. You're going to be sort of sitting on your nice throne in your nice house, surrounded by all your luxurious things. You're going to be a success in your business, in your profession. You're going to have a lot of people coming to you for advice and being like, how did you do this? How did you get to this point? You know, I feel like you're going to have a position of authority down the track, down the line. And yeah, in the next couple of years, I think you're going to have a lot of people that are going to look up to you. You know, you're going to be a mentor to a lot of people, probably a lot of women, is what I'm getting for a lot of you. But not necessarily. I just think you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be looking up for you and being like, what's your secrets? How did you get from here, poverty, to here, you know, wealth, money? For many of you, I feel like you may have actually been born into families with a lot of poverty that didn't have a wealth consciousness, families that had a lack consciousness. And you've really spent years trying to overhaul your mindset, trying to improve your education, trying to build your professional skills to overcome this. And you know, you may have had a lot of setbacks along the way. And the path just may have seemed so much harder, so much more unfair than everything, you know, you see your peers going through. But you are going to get there. And the fact that this reading is coming out now to give you this message, I think indicates that you're getting close to the finish line. I can't give you an exact time frame. You know, maybe getting close to the finish line for you means in the next couple of months. Maybe getting close to the finish line for you maybe means in the next couple of years. But if you've been dealing with this for like 20 years and you've only got 2 years to go, that is very close to the finish line. You know what I mean? So take heart. I very much do think this is meant to be a message of encouragement from Spirit. A message to confirm to you that you are deserving of what you're working towards, to really claim it, to really expect to receive it, to demand even that you receive it, to not be afraid to have these kind of conversations about asking people for advice, asking people to support you, asking people to respect you, telling people, no, actually, I deserve to be paid a lot more. I deserve a higher title. I deserve more time off. I deserve the respect. I'm really good at what I do. So, yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Like I say, this is a month. This is a month to be loud, to be. When I say loud, I mean to be heard, to speak up, to own your truth, to communicate about what you want, to communicate about what you need, to communicate about what you deserve, and to take action. So, oh my gosh, that's an amazing reading. I'm so excited to see where this leads for you guys. Please, please, please leave me comments. Because, oh my gosh, this is such a juicy reading, and I think you guys have been working really hard for a long time to achieve some of these goals for yourself. So well done. Stay with it. Stay with the path. Stick the course out. And I'll catch up with you again next month. Bye, Leo.